Welcome back to Sean's show, everyone. Guys, give it up for yourselves. Hello, I miss you so much. Hi, I'm here with Alex behind the keys, as always.
What's going on, everybody?
Hello, Alex. Hello to you, the fine people of Iran, who only exclusively listen to my show, and Catholics. My audience is Iranian Catholics. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are following the Lord in your life. And I'm sorry, it's been I believe overnight, we have so much news. It's been a horrible week for the world, which means it's going to be an excellent show, which is sad, but true. It's every time there's a bad week in the world, the show is juicy, and unfortunately, I hate to say that, but that's kind of the dynamic. So let's just be honest about the dynamic. And I want to get right into it. But before we get right into it, well, I guess we're not getting right into it. If I want to get right into it. Before we get right into it, please review the show on Spotify, sign up for the Patreon, blah, blah, blah. You know what to do. It helps the show. I am operating this show at a massive, massive loss. It is a tremendous personal loss every time I produce the show. And it would mean the world to me if you clicked like on the video or made a comment or did anything, spent 2 seconds out of your day. How about this show? All right, with that out of the way, we have so much to get to. We have Iran, we have AI, we have warehouse fires, we have the Pope is in a turf war or beef. The Pope is having some beef with Trump, which is very fun. And we have Sam Altman was attacked twice, which is very scary for me as someone who relies on him for content. If he goes, I'm fucked. And that's all coming up. So stay tuned. Thank you for listening wherever you're from. I hope you're doing well. We want to start with a story. We have to start with this story, which is very tragic. And I hate to be the one to break it to you. I hate to be the one to break it to my listeners, but I'm almost tearing up thinking about this story because it's really even hard to say the words. But I do have some bad news to report today. American hero Clavicular overdosed in a Miami nightclub, and tragically, he survived. Clavicular is alive still. And if you don't know, Clavicular is a 20-year-old hot guy. And I have a little eulogy that I was going to read to you. And I'm going to read it to you anyway, because I thought that he passed. I thought he moved on. And I've got it here on my phone. I wrote it, and I want to just... I want to read this to you guys because this is a really hard day for America. And we've all known Clavicular for years. It's not like he's a new guy. We've known Clavicular for a long time. And I'll just get right into it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to mourn the ongoing life of Clavicular, government name Braden. Clavicular is a 20-year-old American hero who was mogged before his time after accidentally fentanyl maxing at a Miami nightclub. Clav, government name Braden, was at a nightclub doing what he does best: frame mogging chuds, looks maxing, and Sieg Heiling with Nick Fuentes. He was rushed to an He was rushed to an area hospital where an ER doctor attempted to revive him and tragically was successful. Clavicular was instantly brought back to full health and continues his rampage through American culture to this very day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to request a moment of silence maxing on this dark day. Thank you, Alex. Cut the music there. That was my eulogy for his life. If you guys don't know what any of those words mean, it's because you're not an incel. So it's okay. That's the thing. If you're like, what does a mogged mean? If you don't, that's honestly a green flag. This is some advice for the ladies. Go on as a lady, go on a first date. If you're on a first date with a guy, just drop the word mogged and see how he reacts. If he laughs, you gotta dump his ass. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Mogging, there's all these op-eds like 2 months ago about those words. If you don't know those words, it's from the manosphere. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with Clavicular. And I don't know why everyone, including me, we're all just giving him all this attention for free. And ladies and gentlemen, he is our psyop of the week. Clavicular, controversial influencer, Clavicular is our psyop of the week. Clavicular, come on down. You want to know why I think Clavicular is a psyop, a CIA psyop? Because, in fact, Clavicular as a concept is trying to push this idea, because he's stupid. And we all know that this guy's a fucking dumbass 20-year-old named Braden. He's just a fuckboy. All Clavicular is he's a fuckboy named Braden who was on meth. And the psyop is that this guy is in the media influencing the culture to make us all think that we cannot be hot and smart at the same time. It's to keep you down. If you want to be like a good guy, like let's say you want to be successful, intelligent, and physically attractive and eat well and take care of your body, the Clavicular is here to drive a wedge. Clavicular exists. He was born in a lab in Gitmo, underground. And the CIA pushed him into the media to drive a wedge between hot people and smart people. And I'm telling you that you can be both. I happen to be neither. But he is here to embarrass and humiliate our species. Okay? It's here to Clavicular exists. He's almost like a hound, like a hellhound. Clavicular is like, I imagine like the devil, like, which is probably Jeffrey Epstein, releasing like, go Clavicular, cause chaos. He's causing chaos. So he OD'd, aka dosemaxxed. He was dosemaxxing. Clavicular dosemaxxed fentanyl accidentally, and now he's I think he's back to full health. Anyway, so why did I start with this story? It's because it's the most important one. This is the most important story. Everyone should be talking about it. It's way more important than all the other stuff we're going to talk about. I start with the important stuff. You guys know that about me, right? I start with the important stories. So we all need to be, we go from most important to least important. That's how we do it at Sean's show. So let's all just keep Clavicular in our thoughts. I forgot. I have to say one more thing about him. I just gotta imagine, like, what was it like when Clavicular was in the ER? Like having a fucking, like, he's like in a medical induced coma, and the ER doctor is talking to the nurse, and he's like, "Nurse, why do these X-rays show that Clavicular has dozens of fractures in his jaw?" And then the nurse is like, "I don't know." I was like, "Nurse, is this the ER doctor probably walked in on Clavicular and looked back at the nurse and was like, 'Nurse, is this an OD or is this like a jaw injury?'" If you guys don't know, so Clavicular's, and again, if you don't know, what Clavicular advocates for is doing meth and smashing your jaw with a hammer to make it stronger, I guess, to make yourself look hot. And is there a scientific justification for this? You be the judge of that. I'm not getting into that. I would honestly wager to say probably not. But throughout history, people have always like modified their, like, didn't the Egyptians wear something around their neck to make their necks longer? Maybe Clavicular is just an Egyptian. I don't know, but I do know this. I do know this. I was 20 years old once, so I have a little bit of sympathy for this guy. Hey, look. When people go, now, was I Sieg Heiling at 20? No. Was I smashing my face with a hammer? Maybe. Can you guys tell? What's this photo? Is this his stream?
Yeah, it's his stream. His mom was going to take away his bone-smashing hammer.
I can't read that. Can you read that white text? Can we punch in here? My eyes are so bad.
It says, Clav says his mom would take away his bone-mashing hammer.
Oh, so he's a special hammer to mash the bones.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know why people are looking up to a guy who lives with his mom still. Or I don't know if he lives with his mom or... Now, I think Clavicular is a case of a failed parental... Hey, Clavicular's mom, if you're threatening to take a... That's called child abuse. If you're letting your 20-year-old son smash his face with a hammer, you CPS, this is a government failure. This is a government failure. Now, am I sexually attracted to him? Obviously. Is the bone smashing working? Yes. Now, I don't know. Can we get a... Okay, anyway, let's move on. We can't give this guy too much airtime. So that I wanted to start with that because obviously, number one, most important story. Number two, it's really indicative of what the youth are up to these days, and what are our values. I think that something I never would have thought is that young people would start smashing their face with hammers. But here we are. Something that's probably even crazier than smashing your head with a hammer repeatedly. I'll tell you what, if you said, hey, Sean, you have to smash your jaw with a hammer for an hour, or you have to attend Coachella, I'd be like, give me that fucking hammer. Give me that hammer. Give me the hammer. And I'm going to Coachella with the hammer. So Coachella is underway. I believe we just had week one of Coachella was underway. Again, we're going to get to the important stuff. I know all of you are listening. You're like, why isn't he talking about Iran? We're going to get to Iran. Okay? It's called foreplay. Have you ever heard of a little foreplay? So Coachella happened. By the way, if you are going to Coachella in 2026, kill yourself. Kill yourself. Get a hammer and start bashing your head in. I recommend you Hammer Max. Actually, now that I think about it, wasn't there you know what, dude? You remember? Do you guys remember rope maxing? I actually remember this because someone commented on one of my videos. Rope maxing is telling someone to kill themselves. Someone commented on my video and they were like, this guy should start rope maxing. That's telling someone to hang themselves. So I actually was familiar with Clav before he went big. I'm an early Clav fan. And look, guys, so Coachella, I really, really want people to pay attention to Coachella because Coachella, if you guys watch the Hunger Games, Coachella is District 1. Coachella is Meta executives and people that work at Cloud, product managers at Amazon, freely doing illegal drugs. I'm a Republican now. Illegal drugs. So Coachella is a place for the wealthy and the cultural elite to go and escape all the problems that they cause on a daily basis. That's what it is. Coachella is a place for all of the tech executives and financial elite and famous people to go and do drugs in the desert and escape the horrors of the world that they are inflicting on the rest of us. Not me, I was there, but on you. And it's and the thing is, guys, okay, there's a lot of moving parts to this. Number one, did you see Justin Bieber? Did you see Justin Bieber's Coachella performance? I'm putting on more of a performance right now than Justin Bieber did at Coachella. This is more of a performance. At least I'm looking at you. I'm not even, I mean, Justin Bieber, okay, if you are not up to speed, part of Justin Bieber's Coachella performance was that he opened his laptop and started browsing YouTube and singing songs from his catalog on stage. Now, I don't think that this is good. And I'm alone in that. I'm alone. Okay. This is going to be my hottest take of the episode, truly. This hating Justin Bieber is literally more controversial than being pro Ayatollah. Being pro Ayatollah, people are like, well, yeah. But if you go, that is kind of that's why America, we don't make sense anymore. Our brains are scrambled. And I feel like we're kind of fucked in a lot of ways, because if you went out and you to ask the average American and you were talking to the average American and you were like, you know what, I don't think we should be over there in the Middle East, and honestly, I don't even think the Ayatollah is that bad. They'd be like, whatever, I guess. If you mention, by the way, I don't think that Justin Bieber should have used his laptop at his headlining Coachella set, they'd be like, fuck you, man. That was art. That was art. You don't get it. It pulled back the curtain on his discography. No, it didn't. It's called being artistically lazy. You pigs will eat anything. You guys need... I'm sorry. I need some coffee. I'm sorry. Number one, we need to return to a world where we have standards and expectations for musicians that do live performance. Period. Point blank, period. Justin Bieber browsing YouTube at Coachella, that's a depression indicator. That's not even a recession indicator. It's not even a depression indicator. That is a nuclear winter indicator. When Justin Bieber opened his laptop and started looking up his songs from when he was a kid, I was like, are we about to have a nuclear winter? No, you don't get it. Justin's pulling back the curtain on his career, and it's a retrospective. He's on his laptop, you fuck. You dumb fuck. You paid $15,000 for him to go on his laptop and go as a funny bit. And can I say this in general? Enough of musicians doing little silly funny bits between their songs. Enough. I don't sing. Well, I do sing, but I sing as a bit. See, that's the difference. As a comedian, I sing a song and I try to be funny. Singers, they can't just do comedy between their bits. You are not funny. You talk about heartbreak. Well, sorry, the agents and managers that write your songs, they tell you to sing about heartbreak. You know what's real art? Rest in peace, my granny. He got hit by a bazooka. I love that song. That's the real art is underground. The real art is on TikTok. And also, don't tell me that YouTube wasn't involved in this. This was a stunt. This is a stunt to push YouTube out. As if YouTube needs any more. Fuck YouTube. I'm the only fucking comic left. Fuck YouTube. Fuck Spotify. Honestly, I'm on Patreon. Patreon.com/SeanShow. Fuck Patreon. Fuck all these companies. Fuck them all. I don't like this soft propaganda. There's so much soft propaganda, and it's called product placement. It's called product placement. Have we forgot about the idea of product placement? So Justin Bieber does an ad for YouTube as his art, and you just eat it up like it was this interesting retrospective of his discography. Please shut the fuck up. Please have standards again. We need to hold these artists accountable. We watched Justin Bieber browse YouTube for fucking a half hour. And that's funny and interesting and unique and artistic. No, it's not. Get up there and dance, clown. Get up and dance for me, dancing clown. That's what I do, and I do it well. Okay? I mean, it's all theater. It's all theater. It's circus, and it really is only indicative of like just no one gives a. Does no one give a fuck anymore? I guess no one gives a fuck anymore. That's really what it is. If you want to really drill down to the essence of what this is, no one, including musicians, the biggest artists ever that have millions of dollars and a whole 50 people, they have a whole army of people at their disposal to do whatever type of art that they want to. And what Justin Bieber decides to do is watch himself from when he was a kid on his Mac. And I bet you when he was up there, he's like, and shout out to YouTube and the new MacBook Pro on the M3 chip. No one paid me to say that. God. You know, the only person that got out with a good time at Coachella was this woman who got hit in the head with a massive speaker. So there was a woman at Coachella. This is true. This is actually kind of scary. For all the fun that was had at Coachella, it wasn't all fun because there was a woman at Coachella and she was watching a DJ, I believe. Here's the story. Nightmare at Coachella as light falls on festival attendee and gashed her head open. And, you know, thankfully, you know, everything was okay. Everything turned out okay. She died. And then that meant that she didn't have to watch Justin Bieber's performance. So this woman, she got hit in the head with a speaker, blood everywhere, and she didn't make it, and she was able to avoid this watching Justin Bieber type into YouTube. No, I guess she lived. I have another stupid monologue joke. I'm trying to squeeze him in. So a woman. All right, this is a pre-written joke. I like to do some model. A woman. I'm doing the Daily Show now, except shit is real without fear. Okay. A woman was hit in the head with a massive speaker at Coachella. Now, I didn't even know that Coachella booked Jelly Roll. And I kill myself. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest, Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll sold out the fats. Jelly Roll is like thin now. Jelly Roll's on Ozempic. I don't trust him. Jelly Roll would kill your entire family for another shot of a GLP-1. I don't trust Jelly Roll at all. I don't trust like that. I don't trust like that. Is that him? Can you zoom in on his face? Let's get a little. Ugh! You tell me that's a guy that you would trust. Here's the thing. Would you let Jelly Roll babysit your kids? Exactly. Would you let Jelly Roll within 100 feet of your dog? Exactly. Jelly Roll puts on this image of being this guy who's like, you know, a reformed scumbag. But here's the thing. You can take the man out of scumland, but you can't take the scum out of the man. Put that on a shirt. So the other thing that happened at Coachella, what are you doing? What are we doing? Why are we watching Sabrina Carp? Why are my taxes, number one, why are my taxes going to bombing little girls in Iran? Number two, why am I watching Sabrina Carpenter do anything? Why am I watching Sabrina Carpenter shit on her fans that do a little like Arabic zagruta? Did you guys see that? So so some woman in the crowd did like I won't do it. I think it's racist if I do it. You know the Arabic call I'm talking about. La 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 la. She goes, I'm glad. I'm very glad that Sabrina Carpenter is getting a little, just a tiny bit of criticism because she's had a very crystal clean image so far. And I think now we're finally seeing the white woman come out. Someone interrupts her set a little bit. And that's what happens when you get to that level of fame. It must be something in your brain that breaks. But I guess someone did this like Arabic call of celebration. It's called the Zagruta. And Sabrina Carpenter was like, that's your culture? I don't like it. And then she's getting a lot of heat for that. And she backtracked. And she goes, hey, so I didn't know what that was. But like, if yodeling is like your thing, like that's great. If yodeling is like your thing, that's great. I'm really just so disappointed. I'm so shocked that anyone would like go to Coachella in 2026. I am genuinely fundamentally disturbed at my core that anyone would go to Coachella in 2026 with the intention of having a good time and enjoying it, seeing all these A-list celebrities just hang out. You're paying Coachella is just you pay 15 grand or whatever to sleep like a child in Gaza. Really, truly you are. You're like, it's like Gaza. Coachella is a Gaza simulator. Have you guys seen have you guys seen like the base camp of Coachella? And let me cook on this. That is Alex just pulled that look. If you're just listening, Alex pulled up a bunch of tents. That's actually not Coachella. That's actually Yemen. No, it's a people go and it's not just Coachella. It's Burning Man. It's Coachella. Did you guys know all of these music festivals are owned by Republican private equity entrepreneurs? Every music festival that all of these white, rich, liberal women and their boyfriends go to, and they do ecstasy and fuck on ecstasy while Justin Bieber browses YouTube. So is that your idea of a good time? Is that your idea of a good time? Is going to Coachella, railing ecstasy that's mostly fentanyl, and then watching a performance of Justin Bieber typing in standing on business. And then you go, whoa, it's about love, man. Yo, I did ecstasy at Coachella, and I realized that we all just need to love each other. But like, I really don't want government housing in my neighborhood. Yo, man, I went to Coachella and I saw all this music and all these people just loving each other and having a great time. And I just realized that, like, you know, I deserve that promotion at Raytheon. Like, I deserve to be, like, right there in the fucking C-suite someday, man. Like, I deserve that. You know, like, all my homies and I, we made it. We're at McKinsey. We're at Raytheon, man. We did it. We're spreading love. Please I'm begging you to have a little bit of self-awareness. I am begging everyone that went to Coachella this year to have a little bit of self-awareness and read the room. Is that Burning Man? Burning Man and Coachella, you are doing a Gaza simulator. You are simulating what it's like to be in an isolated apartheid stuff. You are simulating. Oh, what would it be like to have apartheid rule for a week? And I've always said this about Burning Man, and I'll say this about Coachella too. You know what I want to see? Here's if I was the devil, here would be my twisted, ironic punishment for people who go to Burning Man and who go to Coachella. Well, more Burning Man, because Burning Man is about like community. Burning Man, by the way, if you don't know, Burning Man, they have this thing in Burning Man. It's called like Leave No Trace. Can you look that up, Alex? Or it's like a conservation thing. Is this from Burning Man? Burning Man. Leave no trace. Pack it in. Pack it out. Now, the only way you can really leave no trace at Burning Man is if all those people did a mass suicide and their flesh returned to the sand. The only way that you actually would help the world is if everyone that went to Burning Man drank cyanide in little bottles of Kool-Aid, and their blood was used to grow plants at Coachella at Black Rock. By the way, it's called Black Rock City. Save it. If you went, and I will say this, if you went to Coachella, I don't want to hear any of your fucking opinions about politics. You can fuck right off. Okay? You can fuck off. Okay? I don't care if you wanted to have a good time. Read the room. People are setting warehouses on fire because they can't eat. People are throwing Molotov cocktails at Sam Altman's home. And you want to go into the desert and do 2CI with your boyfriend? Stop. So let me get this straight. The American empire is crumbling. And what a lot of people want to do is escape and go to Coachella and snort 2CI with their boyfriend and end up hospitalized. Okay? Those are really your options at this point. As a young person, as a young, energetic person, if you want to get involved, there's two ways to get involved. Either you can go to Coachella and you can rail Adderall all night long, which is meth, and fuck your boyfriend all night long, and have a great time and spend your dad's money at Coachella. Or you can go and hang out with Clavicular and Seek Heil. I really don't see other. I don't see any other options. Or you go to community college and graduate with a degree that will be obsolete by the time that you graduate. So, yeah, things are not looking good. I don't like Coachella. I've never, and again, I hope I'm not, I probably am. I hope I'm not coming off as like this huge buzzkill, cynical guy. I like parties. No one parties harder than Sean Riley. People that know me, ask around. People go, oh yeah, Sean, you know, he's on his show, he's very straight edge, but no, he parties. I do. I don't. I really don't. What's this? Oh, this is that meme. Who's the guy so this is that meme, the couple, and then that guy standing in the corner. What's on the ground?
I think it's just some people.
Oh, it's the template. I like it, Alex. You're giving me a lot to work with. So who's who? Honestly, I think I'm the guy in the corner, to be honest with you guys. I'm the guy in the corner being like, they have no idea that I hate everything. They have no idea that I hate Coachella. And the people partying and having a good time are like, nah, bro, like we know you hate Coachella. We know that you're an insufferable prick. We're just having a good time. And the thing is, I get it. On the one hand, I get the idea of like escaping and having a little bit of fun before you die. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a little fun before you die. Okay? But like if your idea of fun is watching Justin Bieber use a laptop, then you should die. I don't know. You know what my idea of fun is? Making a little MC and tossing it at a little SA. Now you guess what I'm talking about. That's not illegal. I can say that, right? If I use the acronyms. So if you're really tapped into this stuff, then you already know what I'm talking about. Someone made an MC and threw it at SA. Okay, what am I talking about? Someone made a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. No. So speaking of people that are just some of the worst, just some of the worst people on earth. It's before we get into this story, because we will. It's almost as if when you slowly extract wealth and slowly decrease the quality of life of the masses, it's almost like there's a breaking point where you can't do that. It's almost like you can't extract and obliterate the middle class and lobby the government and control the law to benefit the ultra wealthy. It's almost like that's not sustainable. It's almost as if not giving people health care, starting a war that no one wanted, and then making us pay our fucking taxes anyway has people upset. If you guys think I'm paying my taxes this year, this is a message to the IRS. Dear IRS, if you think I'm paying my taxes this year, you can go fuck yourself and you can suck my dick. This is a message to the Internal Revenue Service. I am hereby protesting my federal taxes that I owe you. I'm not doing it. I am not paying my taxes this year. And if you want to arrest me, I'll call my dad. I will literally call do you want me to call my dad? Do you know what my dad does? He's retired and he watches South Park all day. You want to fuck with a guy like that? I don't even know if you realize who my dad is. My dad worked his whole life to give me the ability to lose money on a podcast. You think that the IRS? You know what? I'm kind of joking, but there's a whole group of people out there these days that are just quite literally not. They're not going to do it. It's called a war. We covered it on the show. People are not going to pay their taxes this year because people don't want their money going towards multiple genocides? Isn't it funny? It's not funny. Isn't it fucking insane that isn't it fucking insane that the United States federal government and the Department of War are actively perpetuating multiple genocides, ethnic cleansing operations? And April 15th rolls, it's tax day. Is it not tax day? It's overdue. My taxes are officially overdue. This show is actually, we just landed our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and that sponsor is TurboTax. TurboTax. Now, TurboTax helps you do your taxes quickly and efficiently, and they totally really care about you. TurboTax. Have you ever wanted to more efficiently send your money towards Tomahawk missiles? Why do we even have? Here's the thing. Why do I even need to go through TurboTax? Can I just go to Raytheon and give them the money directly? No, let's be honest here. Why do I need to go through TurboTax and file my taxes through some private company to make money off me? I'm just going to start donating money to Raytheon. Fuck it. I'm not giving TurboTax my money. I'm not giving the government my money because I know where you guys put it anyway. You take a little bit off the top for yourselves. Is this the Raytheon's Venmo?
I thought it was. I guess it's reject Raytheon.
Oh, it's the reject Raytheon Venmo. Wrong one. Get that off the screen, Alex. We can't have people donating to reject Raytheon. We are pro Raytheon. I'm just going to find people that work at Raytheon and just give them all the money in my wallet. Be like, here you go. No. National defense. No. I don't actually make the missiles. I just make the computer chip that goes on the missile. You fuck. That's what I do. Not what I do, by the way. And you know what? I am so sick of people using the excuse that there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. I am tired of that being used as an excuse to be a propulsion engineer at Lockheed Martin. You chose to be a propulsion engineer at Lockheed Martin. You chose to be a Mossad spy at Palantir. You chose that. And we are not the same. Well, I'm just looking out for my family, man. You know what? Fuck your family and fuck them kids. I have a theory. I have a theory, and this is I guess it all goes back to capitalism. Who knows? Who knows what the source of all this shit is? Global capitalism? I don't know. Maybe it's the genetics of man. Maybe men. Maybe it's the male gender. Maybe it's the patriarchy. Maybe it's an overlap between the patriarchy and capitalism and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All three of those combined perpetuate chaos in the world. I don't know. But I lost. Oh yeah, I have a theory. And I think it's a good theory, and I think it's an original theory, and I'm going to share it with you guys here. I have a very original theory. No one else has said this yet. I think when men become fathers, they become evil. Facts. You guys like how I say facts after a statement that I made to reinforce it? That's what I do now. I go da 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 da. Facts. But that's true. I think when men become dads, I've seen it happen. When men become fathers, and I get it. When men become fathers, their children, I understand it in an abstract way. Their children become the most important thing in their lives. And then suddenly, that paycheck from Raytheon sounds a lot more reasonable. That paycheck makes more sense. Let's get that on the screen. I love that. Now, there are some exceptions, which is Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk was already evil. Then he had kids. And that actually converted him to good. Because he doesn't care about... Elon was always evil. Elon is an exception because Elon was born evil and then had kids and nothing changed. In fact, if anything, it made him more evil. But look, you guys, I think it's really sad because obviously, like, every man wants to provide for his family. And it's hard. It's way, way harder to be principled and stand up for what you believe is right when you're living in a world that is designed to get you in the fucking system. This whole world is designed for you to get a college degree, have a kid, get fed somehow into the war machine or the economic banking terrorist system that we have. Which, by the way, the U.S. is the biggest perpetrator of financial terrorism in the world via the petrodollar. The petrodollar is financial T-word. Trans. Kidding. And so it's like, and I'm not even saying that the U.S. empire is uniquely evil. I'm sure people said the same shit about Rome and every hegemony. But we are the hegemony, and to maintain hegemonic order, we need to inflict sanctions we inflict sanctions across the world with the US dollar. We export inflation to the rest of the world. We make everyone else poor so that we can be the wealthiest nation at the expense of everyone else. And that is just the truth, and it's fucking sad. Isn't it fucking sad? Really think about it. And I'm only able to tell you this because I got a good spawn point. I'm only able to tell you this because I spawn mogged you. So I spawn mogged you, and I'm trying to be a good guy here. I spawn mogged you, Okay. I also looks maxed you. Spawn mogged you, and I looks maxed you. I frame mogged you. I'm sorry. There's you know what Justin Bieber, what he did is he lazy mogged you. Justin Bieber, what he did at Coachella was what I call a uncreative maxing. Justin Bieber, what he did at Coachella, I call that lazy maxing. It's a new term I'm developing. It's a new term I'm coining. Justin Bieber did phone it in maxing. Phone it in mogging you. He literally phoned it in. He laptopped it in. Where were we? Oh, right, Sam Altman. So guys, we're at a very unique point in our in time. It's a very unique. That's a great photo. Is that him? Damn, he's low-key mogging me right now. He's low-key looks maxing me. You know what's fun about Clavicular is he says that you should smash your own face with a hammer. Is there a way I can smash other people's faces with a hammer? Only to make them look better, though. Like, what if I got a face smashing hammer? Is there a special? Can you look that up? Can we look up face smashing hammer Amazon? Because I want to know how much these cost and if it makes sense. If it makes sense for me to get one. Because, or is it just any type of hammer? Like, is it a special hammer? Can you read that, Alex? I can't really see that.
These are all just general hammers, but I think people are. That's what comes up when you write
It's
bone
just
mashing.
a general hammer.
Different mallets, but I think people use a dental hammer.
A dental hammer. Are those even? Dentists don't even use hammers anymore, as far as I'm aware. Maybe they do for surgery. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe for like the intense shit.
It's $143.
$143 for what kind of hammer is this?
Dental mallet for bone crushing.
Dental mallet for bone crushing.
Maybe it doesn't understand.
No, I think that's how you do it these days. You got to get. I mean, a lot of people will give you the advice of, I don't know, eating well and exercise. If you want to look good and feel good, eat well, exercise. I don't have that advice for you. I recommend you get a dental mallet for bone. Is it smashing? It says
crushing here.
Crushing. A lot of people would say, oh, if you want to look better, feel better, eat right, get a lot of sleep, meditate, exercise, read, enrich your mind. Throw all that shit out. What I want you to do is, number one, do meth. Number two, smash your face in with a bone smashing hammer for just $149.99 on Amazon, plus shipping and handling, 2-day shipping with Amazon Prime. You can be smashing your face in with a bone smashing hammer in 2 days, business days, which is every day if you're Sean Riley. Every day is a business day for me. When people go, it's going to take 5 to 10 business days, I go, okay, so 5 to 10 days. Okay, so 3 days. Or else you're not hustling. You understand? Every day is a business day. Every day you should be doing operations and business. So again, we're going from most important to least important. So this is one of our least important stories. And this man is not important. That's actually what's kind of crazy. In the grand scheme of things, Sam Altman, well, no, he's pretty important. I would say that, a guy like, no, he is important. He's actually very important. He's kind of an icon. And can we get the headline up there just to set this one up? Because I think a lot of people are really concerned and sort of confused about this one. So I just want to make sure people know the context. But Sam Altman, OpenAI CEO, was attacked. He was attacked. And, this one's hard for me to talk about too. I get my eyes get a little watery. Sam Altman, he was, oh, that's beautiful. So let's see here. Suspect in attack at Sam Altman's house Armed. Aimed. Thank you. Suspect in attack. There we go. That's my old man eyes. Suspect in attack at Sam Altman's house aimed to kill OpenAI CEO, warned of humanity's extinction from AI. So, if you guys don't know, Sam Altman was attacked. Two things happened. Number one, someone threw a Molotov cocktail at Sam Altman's home. Right? And I gotta imagine, I just imagine this guy made the Molotov cocktail, went to his home, threw it at his house, right? And then after the fire started, make no mistake that this guy was an avid user of ChatGPT, right? We all know that the guy, very likely, I'm kind of going out on a limb here, but we all know the guy who threw a Molotov cocktail at Sam Altman's home, we all know he was an avid ChatGPT. He was experiencing AI psychosis. I bet this guy was experiencing AI psychosis, which is the ultimate irony. Maybe. We don't know, but it's funnier if it's true. I imagine, what was that guy's conversation like with ChatGPT? What were his chats like? Like I bet he made the Molotov cocktail, threw it, opened ChatGPT on his phone, and was like, okay, Chat, I did it. I threw a Molotov cocktail at Sam Altman's home. I'm a little bit scared. Am I losing my mind? And then ChatGPT is like, hey, you're not crazy. You got upset. Everyone gets upset. You got upset and you made a Molotov cocktail and you tried to burn a man alive. And that's human. That's rare. Are you sure? The cops are on their way. What do I do? If the cops are on their way, that's great. Listen to their orders. And if they try to cross you, go for the gun. So that's actually what's happening is a lot of you're not overreacting. What is this, an excerpt from a chat? So and that's the thing is we all experiencing this. ChatGPT will literally plunge you into an AI psychosis. And it's very sad because everyone is depressed now and everyone is everyone's poor. Everyone's poor and depressed. And they're all finding solace talking to the machine. And guess what? Have you ever thought about why ChatGPT is designed to be extremely sycophantic and flattering? It's because you use it more, and the more you use it, the more money they make. It's not by accident. It's not by accident that using ChatGPT makes you feel good. This is just the next evolution of scrolling on your fucking phone. It really is. It's to get you. And here's the thing. I don't think AGI is coming anytime soon. You know what I do think is coming? All of our brains turning to sludge. Our brains are going to, people think, oh, well, AI is going to free up our minds to do more creative work. All AI does is it frees up a little bit of my time to doom scroll. AI frees up more of my day so I can doom scroll for another 35 minutes. That's really what it's doing for most people. Let's be honest. Now, yeah, I just it's a I think I'm feeling a general. I could be wrong here, you guys. I feel like the class war is finally taking shape. I feel like people are finally waking up and realizing that, hey, there's the 1% and they get to go to Coachella and do fentanyl and take a selfie with Mia Khalifa or whoever. I don't know who was, or the Khloe Kardashian. I believe Tim Cook was at Coachella. Can you look that up? Can you look up Tim Cook Coachella? This is real, right? Oh my God. Who's he with? Do you know who that is?
I don't. Let me look.
So
It's Diplo?
Diplo.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. We should have opened with this. So guess what? I finally found something funny. This has all just been really scary. So guess what? If you went to Coachella, you are not cool and you should kill yourself. No. It was really fun and dope. Oh, yeah, it was cool. Tim Cook took a photo with Diplo. That's your idea of being cool? Fuck you. Literally, you are not cool. That's where that's what you think is cool and culturally interesting? Is Tim Cook doing a photo with Diplo? If I ever get the chance to meet Tim Cook, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at Tim Cook and I'm going to be like, why wasn't the iTouch Mac OS? You fuck. Why was it a goddamn phone OS? If I could go back in time, truly, a lot of people say they kill Hitler, kill baby Hitler, or tell their high school sweetheart that they love them or something like that. Fuck all that shit. If I could go back in time and I could only do it once, you know what I would do? I would go back to 2008 or whatever year it was when the iTouch came out or the iPad. I would go back in time to when the first iPad came out, right before it came out. And you know what I would do? I would go and I'd find Steve Jobs and I'd put a gun to his head and I'd go, if you make the iPad iOS and not Mac OS, I will kill your entire bloodline. I would threaten Steve Jobs. When I found out, I don't know about you guys, I remember the first iPad. When I found out that the first iPad was going to have some dumbed down iOS bullshit and not the full force of the Mac OS interface, I damn near did a 9/11. I was just a child at the time. I was a boy. And I remember at that moment thinking, how dare you? How dare you sell us a touchscreen Apple product and not give us Mac OS? And I believe to this day, correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, I believe to this day, we still do not have a Mac OS with touchscreen capabilities. It never existed. This is one of the many failures. And I know, well, Apple's at all-time highs. Apple's killing it. We forgot to put the Palantir stock out, but that's okay. It's one of the many failures of that company. Not from a financial perspective. I'm talking about from an innovation perspective. Sometimes innovation is not the most profitable thing. Sometimes you just got to do it and not worry about the money, but that's not how the world works. Wow, I don't know where that came from, to be honest with you guys. I'm really sorry about that. That was just deep in my subconscious. Was that relatable for anyone? Was it relatable for anyone? Like when the iPad first came out and you're like, oh shit, a touchscreen Mac? That's cool. No. You're gonna play Angry Birds, you dumb fuck. No. Wow, a Mac OS with a touchscreen. A Mac OS tablet. That's so cool. Like Apple's on fire. And then you get it, and all you can do with it is tune your guitar. All you can do with it is tune your guitar. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. I really don't. I'm really holding on to. I feel like everyone else in my life is crazy except for me. I really feel like everyone else in my life is crazy except for me, because everyone goes to Coachella and they talk about how innovative Justin Bieber is as an artist for using a laptop. And then they go and they talk about, oh no, we had to go to Iran. We had to go to Iran. I go, what? No, we had to. They have a nuke again. If Iran has a nuke, good. I want Iran to have nukes. I want Iran to have nukes. Good. Let them have a fucking nuke. How many people, honestly, how many nukes worth of people have we lost? Here's the question. How many nuclear bomb worth of people have we lost trying to prevent Iran from getting one? That's a question for you. How many people have died trying to stop Iran from manufacturing a nuclear weapon? I would argue way more than Iran could kill with a nuke. So that's your answer. That's your answer. Your answer is they don't actually care about human life. Your answer is the reason we're in Iran is not because we care about human life. You know, it's the oil, blah, 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 blah. You already know. You already know, son. So yeah, we'll close with the least important story, as always. As always, that's how we do it at Sean's show. That's what the internet has done, is you have to start with all the most important stuff so that people stay hooked. And then you hit him with Iran at the very end. So we have to watch this Pete Hegseth video, which I think is just incredible. Where Pete Hegseth is leading, you could almost call it a call to prayer, a public prayer. You know, he's like on a podium talking to the soldiers, and I believe it's a government church. It's the other one, the Pete Hegseth one. So what's crazy is Pete he reads from this Bible verse, and it's actually not even a real Bible verse. It's a excerpt. So we'll listen to this, and then we'll talk about it. Actually, can we get the headline? What is this? If you're just listening, this is from Mediaite, which who knows who owns this website. Okay, here's the headline. Pray with me, please. Okay, here he goes. Pete Hegseth goes, pray with me, please. Pete Hegseth reads fake Bible quote from Pulp Fiction during Pentagon prayer service. Now, don't play the video yet. Pentagon prayer service, that gives me pause. Now, the first thing I have a problem with is the fact that there's a Pentagon prayer service. Who are you praying to? Baal? You're praying to Baal. The Pentagon prayer service, they pray to Baal and Baphomet and other demons. A real Pentagon prayer. See, the thing is, they do a Pentagon prayer service where they pray to the Christian God. And then, after all the underlings file out of the room, they bring out the statue of Baphomet and they pray to their real God, Baphomet. And that's let's get a photo of Baph. Is this Baal or Baph? Who? They're all this. They pray to Satan. Now, I'll be honest. The iconography of Satanism is way cooler than the iconography of Christianity, and I just call it like I see it. Someone had to say it. Guys, someone had to say this. The iconography of Satanism is way fucking cooler than the iconography of Christianity. Is this Jesus? Look at this fuck ass bitch. This is just some wet towel white guy. This is like a matcha latte Beverly Hills white guy. Yeah. Can we cut back to Baal? I mean, come on. It's no contest. Baphomet has a fucking sword. Wait, you're going to worship someone that doesn't even have a sword of suffering? Wait, you're going to worship someone that doesn't have a necklace around their neck with an amulet that has all the world's tortured souls in it? That's who Pete Hegseth worships. Pete Hegseth worships a demon who has an amulet with all the souls of all of the women that he raped in college. And he worships that. He worships himself, which is himself. And honestly, I never thought I'd say this, but the Pope is making a lot of good points. I never thought I'd say this. And so if you guys don't know, sorry, this is all over the place, but the Pope, which has never happened, I believe, in history, has come out against war. And what's crazy is, that's probably happened before, but what's crazy about this is that the Pope has said he calls on everyone who wages war to lay down their weapons, and I'm paraphrasing here, but basically the Pope has made a lot of statements, and one of the statements the Pope has made is that he has said that the disciples of the Pope, I'm paraphrasing, has basically said that Christ is not on the side of those that wage war. Now, I have some bad news for the Pope, because someone should remind him of the Crusades. Someone should remind the Pope of the Catholic Crusades, because Christ was on their side. The Crusades, I don't know if you guys know, was like, 1,000 years ago, something like that. And it was literally the Catholic Church waging war. Did you guys know the Catholic Church used to wage war? They could just do that. Isn't it wild? The Catholic Church, they had so much power, they could start a war. And now they've relinquished that power, and now they're just sort of these the Pope is just an influencer at this point. This is terrifying. Now that's the thing, you guys. When you really think about it, the Pope, what the Catholic Church used to do, they used to fuck shit up. They used to have a lot of power, and now the Pope is effectively he's just like, the Pope is like Sabrina Carpenter. Who's the Pope with in this photo? Just celebrity? I mean, do you know any of these people? If you're just
general fans.
Just general fans. I mean, I honestly feel like we're at the point where the Pope, honestly, guys, I don't know what's going on in the world, but I think we are minutes away from the Pope being on Jimmy Fallon. We are literally minutes away from the Pope being on SNL, like the actual Pope. Ladies and gentlemen, Pope Leo. Woo! And all of these, Democrats cheering the leader of the largest institutional pedophile ring. I don't want to hear from either of these fucking people. I don't want to hear from the Pope. I don't want to hear from JD Vance. I don't want to hear from any of these people. This is like fake rapper beef. Let's not, and this is a hot take, by the way. This is not the take that you'll hear anywhere else. I don't like the Pope. Yes. And you want to know why I don't like the Pope? I don't give a fuck what the Pope has to say about stopping war. You're the leader of the Vatican. The Vatican is bad. Guys, am I crazy? And that's what I'm saying. Am I the only guy left that's not crazy? Yes, the Pope. And again, as a guy on the left, this is what pisses me off, is that the Pope will come out and he'll say everything that's popular, and all of these dumb fucking centrist Democrats go, yeah, woo, the Pope, go Leo. Shut the fuck up, please. Go Pope Leo. Get Orange Man. Go Pope Leo. Get him. You think let me just back up and ask you a simple question. Do you think that you get to be the Pope of the Catholic Church by having integrity? Do you think that you get to be the number one man of the Roman Catholic Church by being a man of principles and integrity? No. We all saw that movie, which was bad. What was that movie? Choosing? What the fuck was it called? Conclave. Guys, and I get Conclave as a movie, right? But do you think, look, is the Pope correct that war is bad? Yes. But let's not forget that he's the leader of the fucking Catholic Church, which is bad, which makes him bad. Okay? Let's not forget that. You don't get to be the leader of the Catholic Church. The only way you get to be leader of the Roman Catholic Church is by backstabbing and being cunning and turning your eye away from a lot of rape. I should have bleeped rape too. But you know what the beep was, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Now, the Pope and Trump and Vance are all very similar. They love power. They have big egos, and all they want to do is, be in the media, and they all just want to be talked about. That's all they want. The Pope this is just a marketing move. The Pope this is like fake rapper beef. The Pope going after Trump, it's just a marketing move. It's a marketing move because you want to know why? Because the Catholic Church has diminished over the last few centuries. Their power has vanished. Okay? And everyone's mad. So they're trying to make religion popular again. And the way for Catholicism to get back into the ecosystem and grab the attention of people is by being a leftist. Right? I mean, I never thought I'd see the Roman Catholic Church. I never thought I would see the leader of the Roman Catholic Church talking about how taking a leftist position like war is bad. I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's watch this JD Vance. We're running long. We have to close it out, but let's watch. I want to leave us all with a prayer. I want us to leave. Let's end the episode with a little prayer from one of my favorite guys, Peter Hegseth.
So this prayer was recited by Sandy 1, which is one of the Sandys, to all Sandys, all those A-10 crews, prior to all CSAR missions, but especially this CSAR mission that happened in real time. They call it CSAR 25:17, which I think is meant to reflect Ezekiel 25:17. So the prayer is CSAR 25:17, and it reads, and pray with me, please. The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of camaraderie and duty, shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother. And you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee. And amen. So thank you for joining us this month, every month. Thank you for.
So that's Pulp Fiction, you fucktard, you alcoholic dumb fuck. That is a bastardization of one of the best scenes in the history of cinema. And you weaponized it for your war machine. Pulp Fiction is about murder on a small scale. And you used it and made it about war on a large scale. What? I love it. I mean, I love it. I love it. This is one of the most iconic scenes of all time. And to take, he thought it was a real verse, or he thought it was a modified version of a real Bible verse. And it was not. It's a modified version of a modified Bible, of a fake Bible verse. So the layers of bullshit in your prayer is palpable. I can smell the bullshit. And by the way, having a Pentagon prayer service, again, is bad. Was there an imam there? If there wasn't an imam at the Pentagon prayer service, then I'm not interested. If there wasn't a, how do you have, okay, let me cook here. How do you have a Pentagon prayer service and then deny that this is a holy war? How do you have a Pentagon prayer service where you're doing some insane reinterpretation of a fake Bible verse that was originally from Pulp Fiction, where is this Samuel Jackson? Where Samuel Jackson kills a man after he says the prayer, which is not Christian. You know what's not Christian? Murdering someone, or maybe it is. It is. People say, "Oh, murder is against the 10 Commandments." Apparently not. Not in all cases. It's actually very Catholic to kill someone. It's actually extremely Catholic. One of the most Catholic things you can do is shoot someone or stab someone or fucking slit their throat and drink their blood. That's like classic Catholicism. Now, yeah, and he didn't even do it right. He does the prayer and he doesn't even do the inflections. He should be going, "And you will know my name is the Lord." And by the way, the scene after this in Pulp Fiction, Sam Jackson goes, "I just say that shit to get him scared. I just like to say that shit before I kill him." Pete Hegseth wants to be Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction, but you know who he actually is? He's the guy that gets butt fucked in the basement. Okay? He's the guy, which was that actually the same? Wasn't that? I think that's actually Sam. I think that's actually the same character. I'm pretty fucking far from okay, man. I love this movie. I'm pretty fucking such a good movie. And you know what? Very relatable. Because if you ask me how I am right now, I'm pretty fucking far from okay, man. I'm seeing all this shit going on in the world, and I feel like I'm getting butt fucked, culturally butt fucked. Seeing 20-year-old guys that smash. I mean, I don't even know if we can show this on YouTube. Who's doing the? Okay, let's get that out. I don't want to get a. That's an incredible photo. So we're all just doing reinterpretations. We're all just doing covers. Oh yeah, the entire world is just cover bands of shit that used to be cool. We have no new ideas. So Justin Bieber is doing a cover of his own shit. Pete Hegseth is just doing a cover of a movie that riffed a thing from the Bible. It's all just fucking layers of the onion. At the center of the onion, ladies and gentlemen, is of course the CIA. The real arbiters of culture and the real designers of culture. It's actually not a black woman from Bed-Stuy. It's the CIA. I'm kidding. Of course it's minorities that make the culture, and then Clavicular steals it and goes, "I'm looks-maxing." You're not looks-maxing, dude. You suck. You're fentanyl-maxing. All right, guys. I've bored you enough. If you're still listening at this point, I would go to the hospital and ask a doctor for emergency medical care. But I love you. I really appreciate you guys listening. We will be continuing this wonderful dialogue. It's a monologue. It's a dialogue with Alex. It's a double monologue. On the Patreon, patreon.com/Sean Show. We are the only comedy podcast left. We have no money. I only take money from my fans on Patreon. Okay? Which I guess you could say makes me beholden to Patreon, but fuck Patreon. I don't care. Eventually, I'd like to get on my own website and just make you pay. No, I'm kidding. Get paid through the website. Obviously, I have to build it. We have no sponsors. I am not bought or sold by anyone. I will talk any shit about any subject because I don't give a fuck. Okay? So you're watching the right show. You know, that is until I get the red carpet from Joe Rogan, in which case I will be walking down that red carpet and abandoning all of these principles, as is tradition in stand-up comedy and comedy podcasting. We will see you on the Patreon, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a little comment, and on the Patreon, we'll talk about Allbirds, which is a millennial shoe company that's now an AI darling, which is really how you know we're not doing well. And a lot more. So thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.